Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen, everybody tuning in to the Royals Open House event here at Santander Arena. Wonderful to talk with you all again here on this Wednesday night. Our open house from 4 all the way up to 7 o'clock. The Lions Den team store is buzzing. A lot of great opportunities. Pick up, take a look at some jerseys for this upcoming season. Those Royals, third jerseys, they're looking good in the orange. And here joining me for our fans tuning in through Mixer as well as our Facebook Live, of course, head coach James Henry here on the broadcast. Coach, thanks so much for joining us today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
And, Coach, of course, off season, that's been busy for you. Assistant coach Jason Binkley here so far, building up to next season's roster and that 2023-24 season. I myself can't wait for. I know you as well and all the fans tuning in. But before we look ahead at a little bit of this upcoming season and this off season, a little bit about last year and building off of what was that strong playoff run. And for you, your first season at the helm, your takeaways from that experience and the opportunity to get a chance here in year two.
Yeah, I think throughout the season there were lots of opportunities for us to pick up some really good experience. All different types of situations that you come across at this level as a coach. Finding ways to always improve your team, and then there's going to be those moments where you run into some injuries and you run into call-ups and things like that. You just have to find ways to win some of those hockey games. And I think, there were moments along the way where maybe the lineup isn't quite as strong as you'd like it to be, but you're able to maybe go into Toledo and win a big game on the road. So those experiences along the way, you kind of lean on those things going forward, especially some of the guys that'll be returning. They remember those situations and they know how to react in those moments, and hopefully they become better leaders for the newer players that'll join our team.
And with that, a lot of great memories as well for this fan base. And as we get set up for year number 22, looking forward to it here in October. Training camp already getting set in the works. But, Coach, for you, of course, it's off-season, chance to sit back and reflect on it, but also enjoy some time there. The family as well. No, we've got a chance to getting bigger every day. How's the family doing and the summer so far for you?
Yeah, family's doing great. Like you said, Tilly's getting bigger and she's getting faster, and she keeps us on our toes. She's at that age where basically everything's a game, and you got to kind of keep her occupied and things like that. But and then my wife Ashley, been having a good summer, just some relaxing moments, and then doing some things around the house, which has been great. And just kind of enjoying ourselves for right now.
That's great to hear. I know Tilly was with you a couple of those off days and was trying to sneak out onto the ice a couple times, so we'll see. Soon enough, she'll be able to lace up the skates herself and
you never
get
know.
out there. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to a little different without the ice here at Santander Arena. I'll be back in closer to that September and October months. Coach, here looking at this offseason so far. Got a chance to tack on some players, and in fact, two here today, returners of Devin Poliani and Yvonne Mongo. 2 of 4 re-signed players. You also add Austin Master to your forwards group. You reflecting a bit on the players you've added in the roster so far. Can you give me your thoughts on that and some of the goals you have here as you continue to build upon the roster already and continue to add players into the next season?
Yeah, some of the guys that everybody saw last season there, adding some of those returning guys I think is going to really help our group this season compared to, previous year where coming into it we didn't really have that group of guys returning from the previous season. So having guys like Hoffman, having Paliani, Mongo, Seller right off the hop, those guys, they played a big role for our group throughout the entire season. Speaking to some of the fans here, just those are going to be players that we'll lean on as we go through training camp and then into the regular season of they have a better understanding of what the expectations are for our group. For them coming into their second year with our team, their personal expectations, as their performance on the ice is going to grow. So hopefully they're all taking steps forward throughout this off season to become better hockey players and help our team win more hockey games. And on top of that, adding adding some different pieces in the next little bit for the off season is the priority. Looking to add a little bit more size and a combination of that and speed. So, over the next little bit, we'll add some more pieces and kind of round out our team.
You talked about the players that we got a chance to see last season, and it's wonderful to have returners. And in fact, the first signing across the league was the re-signing of Brendan Hoffman there announced, and able to add that. But you add on the new player, Austin Master is a player that the last name rings a bell because of the success his older brother had. And if he can replicate anything he did against you guys here with the Royals, but of course the Maine Mariners, we got the upper hand there at the end of the day. If he can replicate that talent, Austin Master can certainly be a player that brings a lot of large arsenal of tools to the team, and you can anticipate to see that a lot here when Ice gets back on the ice.
Yeah, I think for Austin, he's a smart hockey player. He works hard, and he has a strong mixture of defensive mindset and offensive abilities. So he's a well-rounded player that played Division III hockey. So not a lot of people would have seen him over the last little bit. But he is a very smart hockey player that works extremely hard. And I think at our level, the combination of those two things, it goes a long way. So I think that he will be a strong player at our level. It might take him, the training camp to really get an understanding of professional hockey. But, like I said, he's a smart hockey player, and he's seen his brother do it for a little bit. And like you said, he's had success at this level and kind of has that understanding of how you should be playing in professional hockey. He'll just have to go out there and do it himself.
Teammate with Ryan Kenny, USA team, as well as at Stevenson University. So a former gold standard, maybe a little bit of extra word there for the signing. So looking forward to meeting Austin Master as he comes in, and will be one of the many players joining this roster in the coming months all the way up to training camp. Head coach James Henry here joining us at our open house. Open doors here at Santander Arena until 7 p.m. The Lions Den team store clearance blowout. Be sure to stop by. And, Coach, we teased it at the beginning. We saw it yesterday and unveiled throughout this week. Those third jerseys, a different look, a lot of orange, and another style. They're going to be an alternate. Your thoughts on the jersey and a little bit of a different look? I need to get some more orange attire for yourself to match the boys on the ice.
Yeah, definitely. It is a bit different of a color pop that we've been used to here for the last little bit. Obviously, the orange is going to look a little different for the group, but I think it's a pretty cool look, something different, and I think the fans are excited about it, so that's good.
I can see them picking their jerseys up now. You can get them online as well, royalshockey.com. Check it out. And with that orange, of course, Coach, that comes with the affiliation, and no better way to honor and pay homage to the Philadelphia Flyers and Lehigh Valley Phantoms, and add a little bit of that color more to your jersey as well. And, Coach, speaking with that relationship, you get a chance to work with that. We talked here before coming on the air about that rookie series. You and assistant coach Jason Binkley saw a bit last season. And the players continue to build. Zeta Wisdom, Jacob Gaucher, Mason Millman, all part of the development camp. Any conversation you had with those players in particular, or the experience at the development camp that you and Coach Binkley got a chance to attend?
Well, I guess as far as conversations with the players, Mason has been through those camps for a few years now, and I guess as far as at a development camp, he's probably one of the more veteran guys that have gone through those over the last few years, and gaining experience as far as what the organization expects out of him, and some of the habits and some of the details that he should be working on to become a better hockey player. And I think he's really been putting in the work, and hopefully that he can solidify himself as a full-time American League player. And then had a quick opportunity to talk with Gaucher, and just kind of the fun that they were having, more or less. A little bit about how the off season was going. His brother having a successful Memorial Cup championship season, and then he spent a little bit of time on vacation. So I think those were kind of the highlights of some of the conversations, more or less. Non-hockey related things to kind of catch up with those guys. It's nice when you get to kind of I don't want to say humanize things, but you don't have to always talk about the game, and you can kind of talk about the personal life a little bit where they're enjoying themselves in the off season, but you know that they're still putting in the work, so that they can become better hockey players.
They are humans at the end of the day, so get a chance to enjoy that. You might be at the rink, but can escape a little bit. That's what this offseason's about. Get a chance to recharge and refine some skills. And gearing up there, we are, Coach, officially 100 days exactly away from puck drop in St. John's, Newfoundland. Get a chance to get a little redemption against those Growlers. And it all starts with the affiliation assistance you talked about is crucial to team success. At that development camp, you saw some of those players. They were on the ice. Zeta Wisdom was all over the place. Jacob Gaucher, a couple scoring opportunities. And Millman as well, locking down at the blue line. So it was great to see those Royals there of this past season get some experience there. And it all starts there with the big man at the top, Danny Briere, coming in as a general manager. Opportunities to discuss and talk about hockey with him at that development camp. And your thoughts overall on the rebuilding process, what Royals fans can expect here as players going to develop down here with us as well.
Yeah, I think it's exciting times for Flyers fans right now. Obviously, you always want to be pushing to have successful hockey seasons and driving towards making the playoffs and trying to win a Stanley Cup. But, that's kind of a little bit further down the road for the franchise at the moment. Obviously, they have a plan in place where they're looking to develop some of the younger players so that those players can be the top-end guys for them in a few years and, be the difference makers for the hockey club. And, it starts with the development camp. You see guys like Forrester that got a little bit of experience in the National Hockey League last year and showed that he can score some goals at that level. And you see him at the development camp and some of the details of his game where he's got that quick release and he's got a really good shot. It shows that he's capable of doing that at the National Hockey League level. And then you see some of the guys that were more recently drafted that maybe we see in a couple of years. Maybe they make a pit stop in Reading and develop their game a little bit. But as far as specifics at this time, it's too early to say because there's so many variables of things that happen above us that can always change how a roster is looking. So, once we get closer to training camp, we might have a better idea of some of the people that might be with us. But at this time, they're still adding pieces to Lehigh and even Philly. So we're still very early as far as some of the people that we might see in Reading this season.
And Coach, hearing the outreach Danny Briere has done with talking to the media, talking to outlets here in the Philadelphia area, he's always made it a point to discuss that players, quoted, players dictate the rebuild process. So that's certainly something that you have to enjoy to hear, and Royals fans can enjoy to hear because it's going to show that there's going to be no rush put on certain players. You mentioned those who were just drafted. You can expect them to develop here through the system, and when it starts in Reading, you get a chance to watch these players grow. So get a chance to see that continue to be a factor here in this organization. It's going to be big as well, and this season you can expect a lot of players as well to be still making some strong contributions, and those loans be busy once again.
Yeah, absolutely. The younger players need that little extra time to develop their game, especially certain ones that are maybe transitioning from junior hockey to professional or college level to professional, and doesn't happen overnight. There's a lot of work that needs to go into it as far as kind of making those adjustments to the professional level, trying to become an impact player at that level. You have to make slight changes to your game, and you saw that with Mason Millman when he first came to the Royals. It was kind of a learning process for him where he needed to learn how to play a certain way, and he began doing that midway through the season, and then you just saw how impactful he was last season for our group. And I think that he's one of those guys that is developed properly, and he's putting in the extra work where he's trying to establish himself as that full-time American League hockey player. And it's a difficult task to do, but he's really been putting in the work, and I'm hoping for good things for him.
as do all these players, wishing there that a continual growth here throughout their league and development, that bittersweet kind of moment where players make their way up. So the Lehigh Valley Phantoms got a chance to announce some of their schedule today. Looking forward to seeing that, and I know Coach will be busy as well, making trips over to Lehigh Valley and Allentown to see the players, but looking forward to seeing the roster continue to grow up to 5 here today. If you're just joining us, head coach James Henry taking his time out of his day to join us here on the broadcast from our open house event. Devin Apoliani, Yvonne Mongo added to the list as he joins Brendan Hoffman and Shane Seller as returners, and Austin Master got to hear from Coach as well a bit on what we could expect from the Stevenson University product. And we look forward to seeing those players as well as the coaches. We'll have another meet and greet event here as September gets closer and closer and into October. Coach, another opportunity to look at, well, the 18th annual Slapshot Charities Golf Tournament. A little off-season, calls for a little bit of trips out to the greens and get the shot down. Coach, I've been busy preparing for the Slapshot Charities Golf Tournament scheduled there on that October 16th, a Monday.
Yeah, I mean, I put in zero work for my my golf game. The fans or whoever's going to be there for the golf tournament can't expect good things from me. Maybe I'll hit a couple so-called celebrity shots. Hopefully, keep it out of the water. But apart from that, my golf game has gone downhill drastically. A few lucky shots here and there, and maybe I'll post up on another par 3 and maybe hit a couple, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, I'll cast that one. I know Coach
exactly.
Binkley was holding down the fort last time, so I'll join you there. If it's mini golf, I'm there. But we'll see the 18th annual Slapshot Charities Golf Tournament there Monday, October 16th. You can register at royalshockey.com, get a chance to see coaches, as well as some of the players there around each hole. Assistant coach Jason Binkley will be there. He'll be shooting, and head coach James Henry as well. Coach, we appreciate the time. Get a chance to join us here at the open house. Chance to stop by the team store and these fans as well. We'll have Dallan Yoh joining us here in a bit. Talk a bit about the Royals 365. And for Coach, appreciate joining us. And for the fans, thank you as well for joining us for Coach's interview.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Absolutely. So we'll step aside here, right back with Dallan Yoh joining us, our great retention manager, for some information. Royals 365 here from our open house. Be sure to swing on by Santander Arena. Doors are open. See you in a bit. And a good early evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back into Royals Broadcast Network here, broadcasting live from Santander Arena, our open house event. It's been a wonderful crowd making their way in and out of the doors. It's all open here until 7 o'clock. And this event, mostly put together by the man here joining me by my right side, and he's sporting a good-looking new Royals polo because, as unveiled this week, Royals 365 is the new way to enjoy some season ticket holder benefits, and it's all included as one group coming together. And our great retention manager, Dallan Yoh, helping us unveil it, introduce it, and get a chance to join us here on the broadcast. Dallan, how's your summer been? And tell me about your week. It's been certainly a great opportunity and a great event put together here.
Thanks, Eric. Yeah, I know this is awesome. It's fun to get this Royals 365 brands kind of finally out in public, because it's something that I've been working on and the team's been working on here for a while to just improve what we already have with our season ticket holder ticket plan and just make it much, much more. So it's been a lot of just thought and effort trying to get it rolling. So it's cool to finally unveil it and just, get it moving a little bit. We showed off the branding and everything. We got to tell people that it's the idea of just adding exclusive events, hopefully some merchandise, in-season, off-season, all year round, just adding more into that ticket plan. And we actually just said we have our first Royals 365 exclusive event on August 11th. We're doing a movie night here at the arena. So we're going to bring the scoreboard down a little bit. We're going to play Miracle, which is an awesome movie. I'm excited to watch it. You can bring chairs, sit on the arena floor, eat some popcorn, hang out, and just stick around the arena even during the off season, just to keep that idea of family alive all the time.
Great to hear. A great event there, August 11th. There we'll get a chance to movie night here at Santander Arena. Dallan Yoh here joining us from the open house event. Heard from head coach James Henry as well moments ago. Talk a bit about the upcoming season and the offseason so far for your Reading Royals. And here at the Royals 365 open house event. Doors open till 7 o'clock. And down, you talked about the Royals 365. It's that extension there from current opportunity season members can have, and we're looking forward to many of those benefits to carry over into this upcoming season. List off a couple of those and way Royals fans, can become Royals 365 members.
Yeah, I mean, it's still going to be that ticket plan they've always had. So you have your 20% store discount, early access to the game, so you get in 15 minutes early. The ticket exchange program, which is always the big one for, 36 home games is a lot for people, but it's always, if you miss one, you can exchange it. Don't worry about it. So you have access to the exchange program. But now it's 365 is going to be so much more, and that's what I'm excited about because it's, all those things are very centric on the game, being at the games in the season, during the season. But now it's what can you do on top of that to, not just be a season ticket holder, but be a season member and a Royals 365 member. So, just all the things we're going to be able to add and things people have really been asking for, more team-centric events. They want to know the players, they want to know the team, they want to know the coaches. We had James here, which is awesome. That's the kind of stuff we want because it's a family, and you're a member of the Royals organization because you enjoyed that hometown feeling and that family feel. So I'm just trying to, and as a team, we're just trying to find ways to bring that all together. So, it's those same benefits that have always been there, but times 20.
You could say times 365. 'Cause that's the point of it all. Is making
I was
it
trying to think of a cool way to say it, and you beat me to it. I guess that's why you're the professional here, huh?
Hey, joining me, we're working a duo right here. So that's the whole point. Is it extends much farther beyond that last game of the season. It becomes that full year-round membership, year-round opportunity, and it's that family tier-oriented chance to bring together everybody and also enjoy some of the things that go beyond just a hockey game or a team event because it's coaches, it's players that are all oriented right here in Reading, and of course our offices, we want to expand out to that. So going beyond the season down, upcoming events, you mentioned the movie night here at Santander Arena, August 11th. You can find more details, royalshockey.com. Any tease to other events?
Yeah, I mean, it's all in the brain right now. It's things like that I've been trying to put together, just ideas to throw out there. I mean, we can do anything that we really put our minds to. I want to do like a floor hockey tournament before the ice goes in. Just come out, season members can put teams together, their friends, other season members that is, and go play floor hockey at the arena. Like, why not? Maybe the coaches will ref or something like that. Who knows? Player signings. Like, we have a lot of guys that are local that want to be involved, especially our returning guys, and hopefully we can get in touch with them and they can come out, hang out with our season members, do some autographs, picnics, barbecues, stuff like that. There's so much that I'd like to get done. We're already getting close to hockey season already, it feels like. I mean, we'll be in August in no time, and then we're right around the corner. But, and then going into the season, it's the same deal. You have more ice will be down. Do some skates just as the season members. Do autograph sessions. You name it. So I can go on forever. I have my computers has a whole notebook full of these events that I had written down. So it's exciting. I hope my excitement's rubbing off and people can see how, hopefully where we're going, where we're growing.
A lot of great reactions here from the fans listening to us at the open house, but I can tell you those on Mixler and those tuning into our Facebook Live, if a floor hockey tournament right here at Santander, it sounds good to you. That sounds good to me. Drop a comment in the chat and let Dallan Yoh let us know. That sounds good to you, and I would say get your crew together. That's something that I know I'll be pushing and something that we can look forward to having a part.
Start talking to your
that.
fellow season members here, see who wants to play, and I have no idea how to run a floor hockey tournament, but we'll figure it out one way or another. So I think it'll be a lot of fun, and I know there's coworkers of mine that also want to play in a floor hockey tournament. So I'm being pushed by multiple people right now.
I saw the Vice President of Ticketing, Mark Goodwin, a couple shots there at a shooting game as well here at the open house, and pretty good wrist shot. Pretty good wrist shot over there.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You can recruit him for your team. Maybe Dallan Yoh. I know he's suited up as a goaltender before, so I think he can lock down the net a little bit too.
Absolutely. I'll put the pads on anytime. I love it.
That sounds good. Love to hear about those events and what Royals fans can really get excited about this Royals 365. It sounds new, but it really is something that is a testament to the previous put together of season ticket holder memberships, season opportunities, and just growing it even further for the great fans and the best fans, of course, in this league has to offer.
That's what we just want to find more ways to make them just know that's, they're the lifeblood of the organization, really, and I just want to find more ways to give them value for what they're giving to us, and the more I can add, and the happier it is. So hopefully, in turn, it brings in new faces and new fans, and it's how we keep things going. So it's a lot of work, but a lot of fun. Just excited to keep growing.
Well, that's great to hear. All starts with an open house event, putting this together, and it's been a great attendance. And the Lions Den clearance blowout opportunities to interact. Head coach James Henry joining us, and of course the best mascot in hockey, Slapshot, in attendance as well. Hop on in the Facebook Live, wave to fans as well here with Dallan. So Slapshot here getting ready for the season. And Dallan, as we look forward to the events coming up for this season, what can Royals fans get set for as well, be excited about, and anything new when it comes to beyond the summer and ways they can enjoy the game further?
What do you think, Slap? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead. This is your microphone. You can Slapshot usually answers those questions.
Well, I can tell you Slapshot Saturdays. That's going to be something to expand upon
Slapshot
as well.
Saturdays.
Get your picture with Slapshot. There are those events. So we'll have that, some meet and greet opportunities here this summer as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we're continually working on all these new promotions and new fun things to do during the season. We're going to be doing some reveals about that hopefully in the coming weeks here. I know a lot of people are waiting to see the scheduling, the promotions. I mean, we showed off some of the new jerseys here, so you have an idea of the nights that are coming up. So there's hopefully a lot of cool new things that we're adding into the mix this year to keep it fresh, keep it exciting. So I don't want to say too much or give anything away. I don't want to get bit by the big fuzzball here by saying too much. So yeah, but no, it's a lot of fun. So hopefully we can start previewing some of that stuff.
Great to hear.
Soon.
Keep your eyes, RoyalsHockey.com, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and we'll get a chance to unveil some of that in the coming months as well, all the way up to hockey season. And as we get into October, no better way to swing into the season, quite literally, than our 18th annual Slapshot Charities Golf Tournament. Monday, October 16th. We'll be out there bright and early. 8:30 is when you can get set up with registration, breakfast, and lunch all provided. You can find more details, RoyalsHockey.com. Get your group signed up. Down, I know we get a chance to work the event. I don't have much of a golf shot, but you got a swing? Anything? If it's mini golf, I'm there.
I have a swing. I don't know where it's going sometimes, but I'm working on it. Now that I'm into the dad life and everything, I feel like golf is the next evolution that I have to get to. So that's where I'm trying here. And Mark, as we mentioned, that guy can golf. So I'm hoping he teaches me some of his ways in the golf game as well. So we'll see.
Have that and a busy off season as well for you. Congratulations once again to you and your wife there, baby Jude, joining assistant coach Jason Binkley, young child as well. So congratulations there to you both. And the off season, that's been not much of an off season there for you,
but
a busy May for us. To see.
A busy May between playoffs, babies, you name it. So yeah, it's been great though. Plus I get to see Coach Jason and talk about our greatest exploits as new dads. So that's always fun to bounce those around the office.
Rookie dad, you can get a chance to maybe talk to, now becoming the veteran dad at Coach James Henry. So great to have the crowd here in attendance, and Dallan Yoh here joining us, retention manager, and putting together, really enforcing the Royals 365 unveiling and debut for that. Be sure to reach out to Dallan Yoh and contact us, RoyalsHockey.com, for more details and this open house event. We're still going until 7 o'clock for our broadcast. We appreciate all of our fans on Mixer as well as Facebook Live tuning in. Dallan, thank you so much for joining me, and as well head coach James Henry. Swing it by. We're open until 7 o'clock. Lions Den Team Store. Get a look at those third jerseys. You can order and pick yours up today. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Talk to you real soon. Once again, this is Erik Jesberger with the Royals Broadcast Network.